Hey everybody, or nobody. Welcome to Lesser Saints of Discord, your one and only pre-show to Late Night Saints. I'm Jables, Rimshee, Sir's here. Yeah,
People
whatever.
exist.
They do. And we're all part of the show, all together. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
People
So back
exist.
to why
People are
my
still strange.
7th grade, back to why my 8th grade English teacher was a bitch. I'm kidding. I'm not going to go into that. It's some spelling bee nonsense.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to say
I
to
just
that.
think that an English teacher should know how to say anecdote. I think that's important. That's all I'm getting at.
My
Back
8th
and
grade
about.
English teacher was a psychopath.
I think
My
Miss
8th grade
Rimshee
English
knows I
teacher
got off
pronounced
work early.
anecdote.
Anyway, you can immediately tell that something's mentally unstable with someone when they take to the habit of naming their staplers.
I don't know. I named my camera Frank.
She was also like, she was like one of those like Iron Man type, like mega like marathon type people. Like she'd constantly be sitting on a desk in the front of the class, like doing yoga and Tai Chi poses and shit.
Was she attractive or old?
She had a rat face, man.
Well, that's what
Oh,
bags
hey.
are for.
And she fucking, I guess she tried out for Survivor on 3 separate occasions and didn't make the cut.
Shocker.
Oh, hey, Mickey Ficky. Thanks for the support.
Mickey Ficky!
5 months now.
Yeah.
That's pretty
One of our
fucking cool.
Yeah, one of our first subs. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, we have 6 people
Legacy
watching
sub.
now, or so. So,
Yeah.
I got nothing Discord related, but you guys, and I'll mention this a couple times during the show, just because. What the fuck? Oh, it's over here. We're considering doing some stuff with the show, so here's a link. Here's a link. Come on. Oh, that's right. Go to the straw poll, vote.
Yeah. We're thinking about starting a Patreon. For like $1, you'll get the bonus content of Rimshee and I fucking around while we set up the show.
Oh, I get it. I get it, Mickey. You're already bored of me.
Yeah. We have a waiting room. No guarantees you'll be pulled in.
Is there a
Discord.
suggestion?
Yeah.
Give you some false sense of hope that you actually matter.
Yeah, so somebody else was doing that. Like, I don't feel comfortable hopping in the waiting room without you guys asking people to. Just do it. Just hop in there.
Yeah,
maybe we'll pull you in, maybe we won't. Yeah. Point of a waiting room. You just chill out, watch the show. Maybe we'll drag you in unexpectedly, and then all of a sudden you'll have to mute the stream and you won't know what the fuck's going on because it streams on a delay. Who knows?
Maybe we should put the stream on more of a delay just to heighten that what the fuck.
Just
but then we'd have
really
less.
fucking
Then we'd have less viewer interaction. So.
Yeah, I would fuck with viewer interaction a lot. Because if I've learned anything from watching Kill Tony for all these years, 60 seconds is actually a pretty long fucking time, and you can go on to several different subjects within a minute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I need flow charts to track my points in conversations at times. It's like, okay, we started here, we got here, and then we went to here, and somehow 2 hours later we rounded back to the original topic.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
I would just love to see how that plays out on a graph of some sort.
Yeah. It's It's pretty
tangled,
interesting.
nonsensical mess.
Like, I was listening to the Snark Tank, Chris Reagan's podcast with some black guy and Tom Sweeney.
Mm.
And they always go on a tangent. Like, somebody asked them a question about like their favorite alcoholic beverage or something. And then a couple minutes later, now they're talking about e-fucked. And it just sort of spiraled.
Skull,
Hey, Skull.
if I ever meet you in real life, I'm going to slap you.
Yeah. Should we make the Mr. Hands thing like a banned thing for our chat?
Can we?
And just so you know, Skull,
I think we can.
you will deserve it. Like, I'll be nice and cordial
think-
with you afterwards, but I'm going to slap the piss out of you when I meet you initially.
Yeah, I know you can ban like certain phrases and stuff. Would an emoji next to a word count as a certain phrase?
I don't know.
No.
We'll have to test that.
We'll
Ugh.
just ban the emoji entirely.
Since we have a bunch of people here, just real quick, straw poll. We're looking at doing stuff potentially behind the scenes type stuff. So go read and vote.
Hey, you seven
Bonus
sad
content.
bastards watching right now, vote. Do a thing.
I'm actually going to pull that up just so that I have it.
Yeah, it's going to be up for a couple
Right.
weeks because no one pays the fuck attention.
No. Nobody gives a fuck.
I honestly think you guys should go for it. I mean, why the fuck not at this point?
No.
Suddenly
so far,
we
yes,
have a
Patreon
vote.
only is winning.
Yeah, one
I
vote.
didn't vote. I didn't vote. Oh, wait. Now it's both.
Did you vote?
Okay. Anyways, no, I didn't vote. I wasn't switching.
Yes, this is not going to be a stream of us looking at this going, oh, who's winning?
It
Could
could
be.
be. That'd be fun for us. Yeah, Mickey and Skull voted, of course.
Yep. The people who care.
All right. All right, Rimshee, you want to talk about our new member of the family?
Yeah, we'll talk about the new member of the family. One moment. I gotta get stuff set up.
You're supposed to do that before the show.
New image of Earth's new mini-moon.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Late in the day on Thursday, astronomers released this new image of 2020 CD3, a small object now confirmed to be orbiting Earth temporarily. It was apparently captured into Earth's orbit 3 years ago. Its fate. Here. That's a weird last sentence. Its fate. Here. What was that in reference to?
I don't know.
Whatever. Earth's new...
This show not sponsored by Grammarly.
Obviously.
This show not sponsored by Scientific Facts.
Earth's new mini-moon, officially labeled 2020 CD3, is the point source in the center of this February 24, 2020 image, obtained with the 8-meter Gemini North telescope in Hawaii. The image combines 3 images, each obtained using different filters to produce the color composite. 2020 CD3 remained stationary in the image since it was being tracked by the telescope. The colored streaks are background stars. Image via International Gemini Observatory, NSF's National Optical Infrared Astronomy Research Laboratory, Aurora G. Fedorets. So yeah, that thing right there in the center is our new moon, at least temporarily.
That image looks like a busted light bright.
It kind of does.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Astronomers
Light made like specialty bars.
Astronomers have released the new image above of 2020 CD3, the new temporary captured object announced by the International Astronomical Union's Minor Planet Center. On February 25th, 2020, this tiny object was apparently captured on Earth's orbit 3 years ago. Oh, there was a period in there. This tiny object was apparently captured into Earth's orbit 3 years ago. Now that more astronomers are trying to catch sight of it, they've released a new image and they've determined its fate. John Blakesley? That's hard for me to say because I keep wanting to make it a K. Head of science at the International Yeah, Blakesky.
He is the head of science.
Head of science at the International Gemini Observatory commented, "Obtaining the image seen above was a scramble for the Gemini team because the image is quickly becoming fainter as it moves away from, or the object is quickly becoming fainter as it moves away from Earth. It is expected to be ejected from Earth's orbit altogether in April." That's disappointing.
Aww.
It's what's called a minor planet electronic circular, or MPEC. On February 25th, astronomers said that multiple observations had confirmed this object is temporarily bound to the Earth. No link to a known artificial object has been found. Further observations and dynamical studies are strongly encouraged. 2020 CD3 was discovered on February 15th by astronomers at the Catalina Sky Survey based on Tucson, Arizona. More than 30 observations were made of the object by February 17th. According to Asteroid and Comet Hunter, I'm not going to try, I don't care enough. One of its discoveries, along with astronomer Theodore Pruin, those observations were needed. What?
Hold on. I just about every.
Oh my God! You were roboting.
Of the scientists.
You're roboting pretty bad, dude. Is it just me, Sire, or is he roboting for you too?
First of all, I'm not Sire, and yes,
Sir. Sorry. It's so close. Better? It's sometimes hard. Yeah.
Better? I don't live in West Virginia.
Sorry about that.
Anyways, so what I was trying to say was one thing I've noticed with all the science articles is that a majority of the scientists that are mentioned in the articles have really hard to pronounce names. And I find this a big issue because I think that it deters people from going into science because you can't even say your colleague's name. It's ridiculous.
You know, that's actually probably why they go into it. These are the people who are like, all right.
I don't have any friends because I can't say my name.
All right. At least these other weird people with weird names will understand that mine's weird to pronounce. At least Theodore has a normal first name, and Pruin, or it makes somewhat sense.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Blakesley. John Blakesley, that's a pretty normal name. But,
yeah. Anyway, those observations...
But Casper needs to fuck off. Sorry, had to get that last one in.
Those observations were needed to refine an orbit for the object, and to confirm it does appear to be orbiting Earth. What we know about the object so far is that it is orbiting Earth, and that it is very small and faint. Sunlight reflected from it helps provide an estimate of its diameter. The estimate is about 6 to 12 feet. Wow.
Yeah.
So it's about the size of a car.
Not even.
Yeah.
At its largest, it's the size of a car.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that they're calling that a small planetoid or a moon seems really weird to me. Since they took away Pluto's planet status and then gave it back.
This thing just seems like a stray asteroid.
Yeah. However, I wish it would stay in our orbit because maybe it could just like go around collecting space junk and become big enough to like, be a real moon. And then we'd be a 2-moon planet. That'd be dope.
That would
It just like collects all of our like a bunch of our like destroyed satellites that somehow escaped orbit and eventually becomes Unicron and then destroys us all.
Well, no, so like my solution for space junk was just to get it all going into the same orbit, so that way we have a ring. That'd be dope. Use the junk, be an Etsy artist, and accessorize the planet.
All right.
Nothing, sir? Nothing on that one? Really?
No, you're useless. At this time, but that could easily change. Still, it's small. It's amazing astronomers, goddamn. It's amazing astronomers can identify something so small orbiting Earth. If it is natural in origin, a captured asteroid, then it is only the second known rocky satellite of the Earth ever discovered in space, other than Earth's largest natural moon. The other body, discovered in 2006, sure.
Get out of here.
Fuck off. Has been since ejected out of Earth's orbit. Wow. Okay, so this is the third moon we've had. The second left like a bitch.
Well, this one might be leaving in April like a bitch, too.
Yeah.
It's more like an abortion because it's so small. Like,
You sure it's not a miscarriage at that point?
well, it might be.
yes.
Yeah, miscarriage might be more appropriate.
Yes, and that comic on the screen kind of fits a little too well.
There's a reason why we put it there.
Much of the
And
information we
joke.
have at this time about the object comes from that fucker, who is actively tweeting about it. Wow, you'll find him at that one. The following tweets are from
that one.
That one. You see it on the screen.
Casper.
If you're listening, first off, I don't know why you're listening. Take that how you will.
Show, that's why.
Take that how you will.
No, Mickey.
I'll link it. I'll link his Twitter in the chat. How about that?
The following tweets are from February 25th. Apparently, these astronomers were holding off a bit in speaking openly about the object until the MPEC was published. The MPEC. Ooh. But now they are telling what they know. Expect more info as the days pass. Video. Let's see this. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm not gonna read these
I'm watching
tweets.
the video.
Bottom line, Earth apparently has a new natural satellite.
Hey, wait, time out. So he posted the same comic that we have just like 2 days ago. Same comic that I like this dude. He got a follow from me.
Bottom line, Earth apparently has a new natural satellite, albeit a temporary one, captured into orbit around our planet 3 years ago. The object has been designated 2020 CD3. But don't leave us!
God damn, that comic's his most recent tweet, too. That's hilarious. I like this dude. Your name's fuck, but I like this dude. Sorry. I got distracted.
When aren't you distracted?
Fair point.
All right, so that's the end of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sarah, do you want to cover the next one because it's kind of dumb?
Which one is it?
Prince Harry.
So you're abandoning this one too, Jables?
Well,
no.
Just the next one takes place in my city. I think it's more appropriate that I covered that one. It also involves one of my favorite activities. Sorry.
From CNN, Prince Harry wants everyone to just call him Harry from now on. Fuck off. I'm not whitelisting you, CNN. Get out of here with that.
Yeah. You know, if you use Brave browser, you don't get those alerts because CNN doesn't detect their ad block.
Prince Harry has asked attendees at a tourism conference to call him simply Harry as he begins his final round of public engagements before beginning a new chapter away from the British royal family.
Yeah, I'd want to leave the royal family too. It's not like they have a bunch of money and power or anything.
I don't think he understands how shitty it is to not have a bunch of money and power.
Probably.
And a grandma who has like a personal fleet of assassins or some shit.
Dude, she seems like a dope lady.
She does.
I'm not gonna lie.
She does, but what happened to what happened to Princess Di?
Yeah. Well, the paparazzi chased her until her car exploded.
Supposedly. you mean when you say exploded, you mean flew off of one dip into the like it was what, a tunnel and it flew from like one side of the tunnel to the other and fucking
yeah, but didn't it like catch fire too at some point?
Yeah, after it impacted.
Yeah. I don't know. She could have survived with the impact, maybe.
No. That's what killed her. Based on the autopsy.
I have more hope than that.
But the driver survived.
Is there any point to me reading this?
It's important that we know what's going on.
Honestly, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
He is taking a firm stance and just wants to be good old Harry. I don't even know the royal family's last name. I just realized.
I
thought his first name was Prince.
I don't know it either.
Oh, now I have to know.
Introducing him to the stage on Wednesday in an event for his sustainable travel initiative. God, that sounds so mundane and terrible. The event's host, Aisha Hazarika, that's an interesting name.
What's the last name?
It's Windsor, like the knot.
Oh.
What?
Harry Windsor sounds dirty.
It does.
Dirty Harry. I'm just gonna call him Dirty Harry from now on. There we go.
That's the type of guy that if he had gone to a normal school, kids would have called him Wizard. Like that would have been his fucking nickname.
Wait. You're a Windsor, Harry.
Renaming.
Somebody needs to make that a joke. He's made it clear that we are all just to call him Harry. Are you saying that's how he identifies? Sexually? So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big, warm Scottish welcome to Harry.
The Scots? Warm?
Yes. Please, somebody with Photoshop skills, make that a meme. You're a Windsor, Harry. And,
yes. Just like have Prince Harry, but his face is replaced with a knot.
Yeah.
So if is a half Windsor an illegitimate child then?
Well, it'll probably be the child that Harry has with his wife.
Oh.
Nothing. Okay.
Is
I'll
there
go home.
anything
I got my
interesting
one
in
good one.
this fucking...
No, it's just for the
Oh,
memes.
Harry will
Yeah, it
also
was
drop
literally
into a
just so that
recording session with John Bon Jovi.
Wait, what?
Christ. Who is re-recording his song Unbroken with the Invictus Games Choir on February 28th. Holy shit, that's today.
Oh shit.
In an interview on BBC Radio 2 on Tuesday, Bon Jovi jokingly referred to Harry as the artist formerly known as Prince.
Nah, yeah. Oh, perfect.
Oh, man.
It's
This
beautiful.
article sucks.
Oh yeah, it does. It was just for the meme.
You're an ass.
I curate on purpose.
I'm not sure he does identify as that, Mickey. Considering he married out of the family, which is irregular
Yeah,
for the
that's-
family.
Yeah, that's his brother that identifies that way.
Yeah. And most of the rest of his family.
Yeah, he married an American.
And is moving to Canada.
Yeah,
I
kind
think
of. He can't legally live there because it's part of the Commonwealth. Like he can be on stay over there, but he can't have like a permanent residence.
weirdness.
Mm.
Why doesn't he
Okay,
just accept the
bullshit,
freedom we
bullshit.
offer and move to America?
I know. There's too many guns, probably. He's afraid he'll get shot.
But your peasants are armed. That was horrible.
Oh my god.
There's a reason why we disarmed ours.
Let's move on, because this is. I think this is gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Jables, you're up.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to grab a beer real quick. Seattle's first self-pour tap room opened in SLU. Chicago-based Tapster is opening its first West Coast location in South Lake Union this summer. Oh, so he has other locations. South Lake Union's tech crowds will soon get to pour themselves pints outside their office kegerators. Tapster, a Chicago-based self-serve tap room, will make its West Coast debut this summer in the new Google Cloud building on Mercer Street. Wait. Oh, this just got worse. I can't just break in there and fucking start pouring. Fucking sucks. Founders Roman Maleszewski and Sean Slevin teamed up with Zulili's Dave Atchison and his wife Devin Atchison for the Seattle location, which will be outfitted with 60 taps, each complete with a touchscreen to facilitate the beers per ounce scale. So I can't just go in there with like a big gulp cup and just
Of course you can.
start pouring
It's
away.
gonna be at Google. Just pull the tap a couple times.
Yeah. But what is a bar without the bar? The way the Tapster crew sees it, removing the bar enhances a bartender's ability to lead the guest to their ideal drink. You still get that bartender experience. No, you. The people that work here aren't standing behind the bar waiting for you. They're out on the floor talking to you, he says. He says the setup with informational screens at each tap along with a roaming bartender on hand has also proven helpful for customers who are deaf or hard of hearing. And unless your brew is particularly popular, you won't have to wait in line. I know quite a few deaf people. Don't ask why. I may or may not have made them deaf. They don't really have too many issues at the bar.
He actually just tries to hook up with them and so by knows them,
That was one time. That was one time, and she was super sweet. Don't shit talk her.
I'm not shit talking her. I'm shit talking you. It's just because he's
I just
a predator.
thought it would be a good. Yeah, I prey on deaf people. I just try to find where they're at.
They'll never hear me coming.
No. Exactly. Well, the whole idea was if I start dating this chick and things work out, I can do this podcast and say whatever the fuck I want. She'll never hear it. Perfect.
Until she's like, "Hey, friend," in sign language, of course. Can you please translate this bullshit for me? Because I know he's talking about me.
No. Yeah.
How much did he pay you? Let's go shopping.
Anyways. Oh. Okay.
Damn it.
And unless your brew is particularly popular, you won't have to wait in line. Yeah, with 60 taps, you kind of do get away with that. Is it like multiple lines hooked up to a single tap? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
That seems a little weird. What if two people are drawing from the same keg? Where are they doing the storage for all this beer? How many beers do they actually have on tap, and how many taps do they have? I have so many logistical questions about this.
Why is the owner so ugly?
While some in the service industry are skeptical about self-serve tap rooms,
So are
Cormier, the
we!
beer director for Belltown's No Anchor and Cicerone, basically a beer sommelier. That makes sense. Doesn't think they're a direct threat to the traditional bar setup. If it's a way of getting people involved and interested in breaking down some barriers, then I'm all for that. Where she sees cause for concern, any sort of diminishment of the profession of a bartender. Yeah.
They're no longer pulling the tap.
No, but sometimes like there's a proper way to pour a beer.
That's
And
what I'm
so if you're
saying.
new at that, yeah, so if you're new at that, it can be difficult, especially with different types of beers, because you have to pour different types of beers certain ways. It can get a little tricky, especially if you're dealing with like a nitro beer or something like a Guinness or like really heavy stouts. Super easy to over foam it. And then the other issue is, I guess it's just beer, so whatever. But it's like, I like chilling out in a dive bar when it's not so busy and just chatting with the bartenders. And,
Thanks, Mickey.
oh, hey, thanks, Mickey. Yeah, I don't know. Beer is trickier than you guys think. I mean, I get it. It seems pretty simple. Pull lever, get beer. But no. Oh, thanks again,
Thanks
Monkey.
again, Mickey.
You're supporting us. We might actually be able to draw the money out at this rate.
Yeah, sometime before we're 50. Wow.
Yeah.
I might be able to get a cheeseburger.
You have to, yeah, you can't withdraw money until you get like $100 racked up, which is makes sense because transaction fees and whatnot. Still kind of sucky. All right. Where did I leave off? Time will tell. Well, there are rumors of another tap room opening in Capitol Hill. Tapster is slated to be the first in Seattle proper after Washington legalized self-pour tap rooms in 2018. For entails downtime Taps was the first self-pour location in the state. Taps for Seattle will serve beer, wine, craft soda, kombucha, and batched mocktails, with the option to add liquor. For that, you'll need the bartender. Yeah. Okay, so they still serve liquor. But part of the experience that I have with going to bars is getting the bartenders to like me so they pour me fatty shots. I don't know. I don't think he'd get away with this. It looks too clean. Doesn't look like a dive bar where you can talk to the dregs of society in.
That's the first mistake.
Looks like an Etsy store.
It basically is.
Yeah. We're so unique, guys. Don't you know? See this tablet stuck in the wall?
This is why we can't have nice things anymore.
No, this isn't why.
Yeah, because the
This
people
is
that
the
make
result
expensive
of
nice
us not
shit make
having
it look
nice
like
things
shit.
anymore.
I think Jabel's point was better. I didn't even hear what it was.
No, it doesn't fucking matter to me. I don't know why you're sending me these things, Rimshee.
I'll explain later.
Okay. Yeah, no, my whole point is that, like, it's so nice for us to make shitty looking stuff. Where I like to go to bars where it's like, no, this is our only option. You get a computer chair, you get an old school desk. It's fine, don't worry about it. Those are the kind of places I like to go to sometimes.
So hey, here's this 20-year-old lazy boy that I found out on the curb.
Dude, I've been to bars like that. I went to a breakfast place like that one time. Really good food. Shit for furniture, but it was great. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, come for the food, but don't stay too long unless you want to go see a chiropractor later, which I don't recommend.
No, I think some of that shit. I think certain bars do shit like that on purpose, though, to keep people out that don't want to just sit and drink.
To keep people from staying.
No, to keep people that are hoity-toity out, essentially. Like, keep the blue-collar crowd that's actually going to drink. And not just have, like, 2 gin and tonics.
Oh,
and
I've got a mixed
till 2
drink.
a.m. taking up space.
Hey, are you depressed, have a terrible job, bad posture, and low standards? Come on in!
Do you back your whiskey with a beer? This is the place for you. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that article's done.
Yeah, that's everything. Let's move on to talk about cheese.
I do love cheese. I just had a bunch of Colby Jack cheese melted on some Ritz crackers earlier.
Yeah, you may not want to have some of this cheese. Human cheese exists.
You don't know me.
Human cheese exists, and it's made using bacteria from nose, belly button, armpits of celebs. Because apparently that's what makes it Why do I care that it's from a celebrity?
Remember when people used to do the whole canned air thing? This is like that, but so much worse.
Cheese making is truly one of the world's finest culinary delights. And its close resonance with winemaking gives it an added boost of pleasure. That being said, we've heard all kinds of cheeses, from the standard to the exotic to bizarre. Cows or goats' milk would be considered standard. Camels or sheep would be exotic, whereas elephants or rhinos would be bizarre. Okay. Now, we have human cheese. Yes, you heard that right. Human cheese. Made from the bacteria on the skin of famous UK personalities. How about that for a mix of bizarre and... No, it's just bizarre, dude. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. The human cheese, which is part of an exhibition called The Food, Bigger Than a Plate, is made from microbes collected from British celebrities. Reported Victoria and Albert Museum in the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. Sounds gross? Well, these cheeses were made to challenge the aversion people have towards microbial foods. The museum said that making human cheese is a fascinating journey into the world of microbes, from their culinary importance to the vital role they play in how our bodies work. Okay.
Okay, like, I immediately have a problem with this whole sentiment. It's like, oh, this is human cheese. It's like, bullshit. No, it's not. Like, yeah, you got the bacteria from people, but those bacteria exist in nature all over the goddamn place to begin with. Unless we're actually using human milk to produce this cheese, I ain't considering it human cheese.
Yeah, start milking the maid first.
This article gets into that.
As explained,
no.
As explained in a museum blog post, the cheese is prepared by first transforming the milk into curds by using bacteria. This determines whether the cheese will ripen into cheddar or Gouda. But what makes this particular venture especially intriguing is that the cheese producers found that many of the bacteria used to make regular cheese are similar to the ones found on human skin. A reason why the scent of stinky feet is sometimes similar to that of a stinky cheese variant. Some of the celebrities who have been used as ingredients for this cheese are Alex James, bassist of the band Blur, celebrity chef Heston Blumenthal. That sounds like a cigarette.
Yeah.
Can I get a pack of Camel Blue menthols?
Can I get some Blumenthals, please?
British Bake Off runner-up Ruby Tando and singer Suggs. I've never heard of any of these people.
The fuck?
These are all dear F-list celebrities. So
At best,
using the word celebrity is very generous with these people. Like I recognize the name Blur. I recognize the band, but he's the bassist.
The least important.
I the one you can hardly hear.
I can see Ruby Tando. That one kind of makes sense because British Bake Off. It makes a little bit of sense, but still, that's at best D-list celebrity.
Oh, Canuck has a good point.
Yeah, give it enough time.
They should hit up Richard. Yeah, they should hit up Richard Cheese. Yeah, because he's more famous than any of these people. We've at least all heard about him.
Yeah, Richard's a good guy. Anyway.
Yeah. I love that dude.
For the project, dubbed Self-Made, scientists harvested bacteria from these celebrities and developed unique cheeses for each person. Alex James was a Cheshire cheese.
Oh.
Heston Blumenthal, the cigarette man, was a Comté cheese.
That's giving him too much credit. The cigarette smoking man is badass.
Mm-hmm.
I have I don't know who he is. Ruby Tando's was Stilton, and Suggs became cheddar.
Of course, Suggs became cheddar. The lesser of the cheeses.
Cheddar's fucking delicious.
No, I forgot that Alex James was involved in this, so I saw the Alex J, and I was like, wait, Alex Jones is involved? This is awesome. I want some Alex Jones cheese. That's dope as fuck.
We're separating the curds and whey!
What would man, I'd love to see a nice like pepper jack made from Alex Jones.
Spicy.
Yeah, exactly.
Rainforestcheese.com.
Oh man. The project aims to demonstrate how living organisms that exist in the body also exist in food, and vice versa, and how microbiology can be used to harness and manipulate such organisms to create synthetic microbes with enhanced properties. This is weird. This idea is not the first of its kind. A few years ago, bacteria from personalities like artist Olafur Eliasson, Hans Ulrich Obrestand, and Michael Pollan had been used to make human cheese as part of an exhibition about synthetic biology. American scientist Christina Agapakis and Christina Agapanthus? Fuck it. She's a flower now. And Norwegian scent expert Sissel Tollås collected bacteria from Obstrist's nose, Eliasson's tears, and Pullen's belly button, and used them to make cheese.
That's not nice. I just made somebody cry to collect bacteria. That's mean.
Since all cheese is made by adding bacteria to milk to curdle it.
Hold on. There's something in the chat I have to address. Connect said Alex James is a great bass player. Maybe, sure, but he's still just a bass player.
Well, like if you read further down, apparently he's a goat farmer. So now this all makes a lot more sense.
He's a bass player. Of course he became a goat farmer. I almost said goat fucker for a second there.
Well, he might be that too. You don't know.
We don't know if he moved to the Middle East or not.
That's fine. Blur's a fine band. I have no problems with that. Canuck, you know about this. It's just bass player jokes. That's all.
Since all cheese is made by...
It's like, what do you call a drummer without a girlfriend? Homeless.
Since all cheese is made by adding bacteria to milk to curdle it, and some of that bacteria is remarkably similar to the bacteria created by the human body. It's not. I don't think it's created by the human body. I think it just breeds on the human body. I think that's a distinct difference. Ever notice the stinky feet can... You already mentioned that shit. You don't have to mention that stinky feet sometimes smell like cheese twice in your article.
Getting paid by the word here.
Naveen A. Where's your Twitter?
All right, I'm gonna keep reading. The idea seemed really natural.
I think they have an obsession with stinky feet.
Yeah, I think so. The idea seemed really natural for the team that produced it. According to the museum, the cheeses are now being sequenced in the lab to find out exactly what species of bacteria they contain and whether they are edible in terms of food safety.
Now, I may have just posted his email in the chat. Do with that what you will.
Oh, it's already gone. Oh, wait, no, it's still there because it's white, not blue.
Yeah. Yep.
The reason behind the creation of human cheese was to reframe microbes. The museum told reporters, as scientists develop new techniques for studying microbes, the popular assumption that they are only a source of harm or embarrassment, unwanted smells, is giving way to a much more complex understanding of the extraordinary things that they do for us, a museum spokesperson said. The museum decided not to make samples of the human cheese. They will soon be sent back to the lab to determine whether the bacteria are safe for human consumption, which was already stated.
Yes.
Yeah, you're probably right. Paid by the word.
know, no. This show's always been notorious for being pretty cheesy.
This episode's no exception.
Absolutely no exception. Sir, do you want to cover the next cheese article?
You just want to cover that last one.
Yeah,
Which one?
I'll cover this next one.
What, the pizza?
No, that's not for a little while.
From the Evening Standard, which touts itself as Website of the Year, doubt. Cheese triggers the same part of the brain as hard drugs, say scientists. I can kind of understand this.
Yeah. Have you ever had a mozzarella stick? Fucking fantastic.
If you regularly find yourself hovering around the cheese board at the Christmas dinner table, helping yourself to seconds or thirds, there may be a scientific explanation as to why you're unable to tear yourself away. Researchers from the University of Michigan, we're off to a bad start, have revealed that cheese contains a chemical.
I know enough people from Ohio that I actually get that joke.
Researchers from the University of Michigan have revealed that cheese contains a chemical found in addictive drugs. Using the Yale Food Addiction Scale designed to measure a person's cravings, the study found that cheese is particularly Moorish because it contains casein. The chemical, which is found in all dairy products, can trigger the brain's opioid receptors, producing a feeling of euphoria linked to those of hard drug addiction.
Wait. I think we just solved the opioid crisis. Give them cheese. Give them
massive amounts of cheese.
We figured it out, guys. We just solved the opioid crisis. This is neat.
You just start dropping bags of shredded taco cheese.
Dude, do you have the
I'm
extra
making
sharp?
it rain shredded cheese.
I need my fix, man. Do you have the extra sharp?
Oh,
It's gotta be the Vermont.
Give me that Kobe Jack. Give me that Kobe Jack, please.
500 students were asked to complete a questionnaire
and I don't have teeth.
to identify food cravings. As part of the study, with pizza topping the list as the most addictive food of all. I don't think I can argue with that, to be honest.
Yeah. No, yeah, cheese is pretty good. Like I ate mozzarella sticks every day for like 3 months straight. It's not good for you. Don't do it, people. But like, goddamn, they're good.
In addition, they found that the top-ranking foods on the addiction scale were those containing cheese. Scientists studying dairy products found that in milk, casein has a minuscule dosage, but producing a pound of cheese requires about 10 pounds of milk, with addictive casein coagulating the solid milk fats and separating them from the liquids. As a result, the super-strength chemical becomes concentrated when solid dairy form. So you'll get a higher hit of addictive casein by tucking into a cheese sandwich than you will in your morning bowl of cereal. Study author Erica Schultz said if properties of some foods are associated with addictive eating from some people, this may impact nutrition guidelines as well as public policy initiatives such as marketing these foods to children.
Shut the fuck up. Let them eat cheese.
Fuck off. Let the kids have their fucking pizza and cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Don't blow this smoke up my ass about the obesity epidemic.
I think a happy kid eating some cheese is healthier than a sad kid only eating crackers. Okay? So
how can you? It's like you can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat. How can you have your crackers without the cheese?
Or at least some dip of some sort.
Nicole
Yeah, but most of the
Avena.
best dips have cheese.
This is true.
Fair point.
Yeah, like my mom and my sister like to make this. They like to make this chip dip out of Hormel chili and Velveeta. And I don't even use it for the chips. I just put that shit on fucking hot dogs. It's amazing.
Yeah. Have yourself a nice little chili cheese dog. Oh, no, in Seattle, what I'm about to say is going to sound gross. And I was super grossed out about when I heard about it, that I didn't try it for quite a while. And then I finally tried it. In Seattle, there are hot dog carts. And there's a certain thing that you can order called a Seattle dog. Now, a Seattle dog has cream cheese on top of it with your regular, like, onions and shit like that. And goddamn, is it good.
Oh my god.
Cream cheese on a hot dog sounds absolutely terrible, but for some reason it works.
No. Like this next part of the article.
Oh, okay.
Nicole Avena, a co-author on the study, said this is a first step towards identifying specific foods and properties of food which can trigger this addictive response. This could help change the way we approach obesity treatment. It may not be a simple matter of cutting back on certain foods, but rather adopting methods used to curtail smoking, drinking, and drug use. Are we going to have a Cheeseaholics Anonymous?
I hope not. I don't think that's a big issue.
You're going to go to AA, but it's going to be OA, Obesity Anonymous, and you're going to have to go on their 7-step or 12-step plan, which involves giving power to God, and
I thought it meant successfully climbing 12 steps of stairs.
yeah, well, I have a friend who was forced to go to AA meetings because of court order or some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot to say about the 12-step program.
For another time, though.
Yeah. We'll do a Saturday. We'll do a serious Saturday about it or something sometime.
The news comes after it was revealed that the average person is estimated to eat around 35 pounds of cheese a year.
That sounds like they're undershooting it.
I was gonna say that's a
Yeah, I was
low
gonna
ball
say.
estimate.
You need to
I
pump
know
those
I
numbers up,
consume more than that in
motherfuckers.
a year.
That sounds like
Yeah.
okay. I eat cheese once a month.
I probably consumed that amount of cheese just in like pizza and tacos throughout a given year.
That sounds like the amount of cheese I eat in a month. Maybe 2.
It's like a pound of cheese a day.
Like, one of the things that like my old man does is he literally goes to the store and buys a 2-pound block of aged extra sharp Vermont white cheddar, and he just cuts big old chunks off of that block and eats it with crackers.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah, because it's
I
fucking
do that
good.
a lot.
It's an excellent snack, and other than the carbs, it's extremely healthy.
I want to get a
Surprisingly.
deli slicer so I can get the cheese really thin, because I don't know what it is about cutting the
wait.
cheese thin, but it's that much more flavorful.
It's like the difference between shredded and everything. So,
Yeah.
it's more surface area.
That's probably it. Yeah.
So here's what you can do. You don't need to get a deli slicer. You can actually find specifically cheese cutting boards where you cut with the wire instead.
Yeah. I'm gonna look on eBay for a deli slicer.
Why don't you just want a full blown deli slicer?
I want a deli slicer because there's other things I can use it for too.
Yeah, like roast beef and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nicely
big old
sliced,
ham.
thinly slicing some tri-tip.
Yeah. Man, I've been
Damn
looking
it.
for a good cheesesteak for a while now.
What's something cheesy now?
I want this deli slicer.
No, I'm gonna go to the pizza shop slash bar after this and try to convince them to start putting mozzarella sticks on the menu.
Yeah, that's
I
one
need
thing
my
that
fried cheese, man.
that's one thing I want to do. I want to get I want
A deep fry.
fucking mozzarella sticks. Which the missus and I were planning on doing, and by that I mean that she was like half I want to make it with pork rinds as opposed to
Oh, that sounds dank.
yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds fucking badass.
Oh
Like
man, you know what
crushed
I
up
want?
pork rinds instead of breading.
I want to go to Dairy Queen now and get a fucking chicken strip basket with gravy and a side of cheese curds. Oh, that sounds so good right now.
You know, the beautiful thing about cheese is
This
that
cheese is a beautiful thing.
and it's keto.
Gotta be
If you-
hip with those fad diets.
It's really not a fad diet. I've seen people lose ridiculous amounts of weight on the keto diet or some sort of keto variant. Like it's appalling in a good way. It's awe-inspiring. It's awesome. It's sublime. And it's meat and cheese and eggs.
Meat
You
and
don't
cheese
eat
on
bread or
its own
sugar.
is amazing.
Yeah, you literally just don't eat bread or sugar. That's it.
The sugar,
Except
I
for
could
like some
maybe-
incidental, except for like incidental sugar because you're eating some fruit.
But I love grain. I love pasta specifically.
I get it. I'm a
I
big
do
spaghetti
too.
guy.
I want some pastas now. I think I'm gonna order it for after this. I'm gonna get some pasta because the missus won't eat it, but that doesn't mean I have to suffer.
I like a good sub sandwich. Like place I go to, they have an excellent meatball sub, and that thing fucking amazing.
I think I'm gonna go to Jersey Mike's tomorrow.
Should should we move on to our pellet cleanser, or should we keep talking about food?
Which
I mean, I'm having a good time. What about you?
Well, you're up reading up next, so you decide.
Well, ooh, nah. Hold on, because there's like one that's kind of a palate cleanser, and then there's three that are not.
It's like,
Yeah. I was like, oh shit. Yep.
It's like, oh,
That's right.
fucked
We picked up those fucked up articles.
That's fucked up.
You know, since we're talking about food, let's do the pizza.
All right, it's up.
Yeah. A pizza company has finally gone the distance and put tiny chairs to match the little table that comes with pizzas. I have issues with this. I'll get to it after this article. What's the best way to enjoy a box of pizza? Boston Pizza surely knows how. By placing tiny table and chairs inside its pizza boxes. It adds another layer to the fun of our favorite pizza. We usually find a tiny white plastic standing right at the center of the pie. It's called a pizza saver, and it serves to protect the box from touching pizza and ruining it along the way. Since the pizza saver itself looks like a miniature table, Boston Pizza decided to complete the patio ensemble by adding 2 mini chairs. Okay. Should I keep reading, or should I talk about my issues with this?
Let's see. It's what? What the fuck? Like I scrolled down to see how long it was, and it's just a bunch of pictures. Yeah, there's not much left. Go ahead and finish this article.
Okay. And we couldn't agree more. The tiny pizza table and chairs on top of the pizza. Oh, wait. I should probably read the quote. Patio season is a big deal for Canadians. Boston Pizza's senior director of marketing, Adrian Fuoco, said. This was all about creating something fun. It was part of our larger patio season initiative. Ultimately, we found a way to bring together the two things we're passionate about, patios and pizza. That's cheesy as fuck, pun intended. And we couldn't agree more. The tiny pizza table and chairs on top of the pizza are indeed refreshing features that would get us more excited to open the box. The mini pizza patio was a part of the restaurant's campaign and has gone viral ever since. We can say that the ad campaign was a huge success and the minds behind it are incredibly genius. The minds behind it are a 5-year-old. I remember thinking about that when I was a kid. Okay. Plus, the tiny pizza table and chairs are food safe and reusable. What do you mean reusable? What? Put them in a dollhouse? You can use them as topping ornaments for other foods, or you can use it as a miniature home decor. Whatever you prefer. Boston Pizza has yet to announce how long this ad campaign would last, but people are hoping that the restaurant continues to add the cute patio set inside its pizza boxes. Should other pizza chains follow suit and ditch their boring pizza savers with the courtesy patio set? We're not so sure about that, but we're having our fingers crossed. We definitely need these tiny pizza table and chairs. If you wanted to recreate your own miniature scene on your pizza, then there are different miniature dollhouse table and chair sets you could use here. Take below, for example. And they go into a bunch of pictures. Here's the problem that I have with this. Those chairs are significantly taller than the pizza saver. Therefore, there's a good chance that they actually had to increase the height of their boxes, which is just killing more trees. And we should switch to hemp so we can quit doing that. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Let's.
Yeah, so there's some chairs
Yeah, I scrolled through. Here's chairs for
and some tables.
whatever reason.
I like the beach lounge set.
The pink and blue
Pretty
one.
dope. Yeah. And the little chair swing. I love porch swings. I don't know why.
Porch swings are fucking
There's
cool.
there's for some reason they're all comfortable.
Yeah.
I've never been in an uncomfortable porch swing.
Well, let's move on and talk about some Corona.
Okay.
This one's a little serious. Could the Olympics really be canceled because of coronavirus? Yes, this is Plague Inc., apparently. The ongoing COVID-19 or coronavirus outbreak could have an impact on the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, though it's unclear how drastic it will be. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, is taking a measured approach to COVID-19, saying they would not make a decision on the games until May. There are a variety of reasons why it's prudent for the IOC to wait, but the situation is still profoundly difficult for athletes and fans alike who are deep in preparations to travel to Tokyo for the games, which are scheduled to begin July 24th. The last time the Olympics were canceled was in 1944 when the Summer Games weren't held due to World War II. Fair enough. The threat of coronavirus has already affected other sporting events in Japan. The J-League, the country's top soccer league, are on a 3-week delay to get a better grasp on outbreak before resuming games. The same is true for Olympic qualifier events, with soccer and boxing being canceled thus far. There are currently 212 diagnosed cases of COVID-19 in Japan, and while the country hasn't seen a drastic increase in cases like South Korea, Italy, or Iran, there are still major concerns about how the country will respond to the virus. Concerns that will only heighten amid a major influx of tourism tied to the Olympics. The IOC is in a tough spot. Moving the games might seem feasible, but with little time to prepare, it's unlikely that any country could accommodate hosting while weighing their own concerns about coronavirus. Canceling the games altogether might make the most sense from a public health standpoint, but it could be premature considering the lack of new cases in Japan, paired with the possibility of higher temperatures stemming the tides of infections. But that's also assuming a lot about COVID-19, which is still unknown. Aside from the fact it would be a huge disappointment for athletes who have been training for years, canceling the games could quickly turn into a logistical nightmare. Broadcasting partners who spent billions on rights to show the games would have to reverse course and find an alternate programming while potentially seeking reparations from the IOC. An article in the New York Times points out the possibility of keeping the games in Tokyo as planned and holding events in empty stadiums. Though it would prevent thousands of spectators from communing in small areas where the virus could easily spread, the lost tourism revenue would leave Japan unable to recoup much of their investment. So much remains unknown about the coronavirus, both as a virus and how it will impact the world moving forward. Already wreaking havoc on global financial markets, new threats of supply chain issues could drastically alter the availability of products and services in the United States. The CDC has warned the potential impact of daily life could be immense, with the possibility of altered school schedules and widespread remote work should the pandemic worsen. This would fuck me if remote work was required. Because my job is physical.
Yeah.
That's the end of
Yeah,
the article, by the way.
Yeah, it's a. We've all played way too much Plague to see how this is going down. It's
To not
like
see.
the disease. Yeah. It's incredibly infectious. It's not that bad of a disease overall. If you're not like elderly or immunocompromised or like super young or something like that, it's not that bad. But it could mutate and develop other symptoms. And getting a vaccine through the FDA is fucking difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not something that you should be concerned, but not panic or worry about too much. Just sort of prep to stay in your home for a couple weeks.
There's not much you can do about it right now. So focus on what you can do.
Yeah, just it's a point in time. Try to stay at home a little bit more. You know, prevent spreading germs.
I can't stay home. I work every day.
Yeah, same here. But it's like,
if
you know,
you're
as much as
sick,
possible.
you do what you got to do.
Yeah, diabetics are at risk because they
tend to be immunocompromised.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. Well, we got something like 10 minutes. What should we talk about?
Damn, we only got 10 minutes.
Well, we got about 10 minutes before we start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Because Nick should be coming on right about, well, in about 12 minutes-ish.
Yeah.
Damn, that show went by quick. Then again, we were talking about cheese for about half of
it.
Yeah.
And Prince Harry for a good 5 minutes. Talking shit.
Yeah, 5 wasted fucking minutes.
No, it wasn't wasted because we were talking shit.
I mean, we did get a good meme out of it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Should we just move on to Nintendo?
Yeah, let's talk about Nintendo.
Hopefully they don't try to copyright claim us just for talking about them.
Go for it.
Nintendo replaced 95-year-old grandmother's Game Boy for free. Such a sweet Game Boy. Nintendo, a company long known for its outstanding customer service, replaces 95-year-old grandmother's broken Game Boy console for free. Nintendo has long been known for its stellar customer service, and a story making the rounds on Twitter this week serves only further to cement the company's golden reputation. Kuniko Susaka, a 70-year-old Japanese woman, recently sent a letter to newspaper Asahi Shimbun and recounted the story of her then 95-year-old mother, who, as a lifelong fan of Tetris, had owned 3 Nintendo Game Boys over the last 30 years. As with most electronic devices, the woman's beloved handheld gaming device began to lose functionality as it aged until it finally broke down completely. At the same time that the Game Boy went poot, the health of Susaka's 95-year-old mother also began to decline. The family went on the hunt for a fix for the broken handheld, but the classic Game Boy console was discontinued in 2003. Wow, they really kept it going that long?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. And it proved impossible for the family to find anyone who had the parts to fix the device, let alone get their hands on a replacement. One day, the elderly woman's grandson mentioned Nintendo's divine customer service, or Kamitao. Don't need to know the Japanese version of that, but whatever. But due to the double meaning of the Japanese word kami, which can mean both divine and paper, the 95-year-old woman misunderstood and thought her grandson said paper customer service, and then took it upon herself to handwrite a letter and snail mail it along with her broken Game Boy to Nintendo. That's cute.
That's precious.
Yeah, that's absolutely
so
adorable.
fucking wholesome.
See, guys? Yeah, this is such a wholesome article. I love it. I'm a big fan of Nintendo. I've had pretty much all of their consoles.
Yeah, I still have old ass Game Boy Color. Like the sound doesn't work anymore, but it still turns on. It still plays games.
Yeah, I still play Pokemon Blue with my Game Boy Color because Nintendo was the first one to do fucking where you could play games from past systems.
Yeah, I've got Yellow, Special Pikachu Edition.
Yeah, I have Blue and I have the Game Boy Color, and whenever I go see my friend, I was the best man at his wedding. Whenever I go see him, we compare where we're at and we trade Pokemon so we can get all the starters and shit.
Nice.
We just sit around and play Pokemon together. Great. I really want him to get his Switch so we can play the new Pokemon, but he has like 2 kids, so he's a little busy. Because we could play online together. It would be great. Within a week, Nintendo responded to the elderly woman's letters saying that unfortunately the company could not repair the device, but had come across a brand new Game Boy in one of its warehouses. With compliments, Nintendo sent the new console to the woman at no cost, wishing her a long life. Susaka repaid Nintendo by sending a photo of her happy elderly mother with the new Game Boy. Aww. Nintendo taking the time to not only notice and respond to the woman's plea for assistance, but also search through the warehouse and gift her a free replacement. It's laudable and heartwarming. Susaka's letter was printed in Asahi Shimbun on February 21st, and a Twitter user soon shared an image of the story on their Twitter account. The post quickly went viral and garnered 198,000 likes. That's not enough likes. And 67,000 retweets. Not enough retweets. As of this writing. The newspaper story ended with the woman sharing that her mother had passed away at the age of 99, 4 years after receiving the generous gift from Nintendo, that she retained all of her mental faculties until the very end.
That's
Susaka
sad.
stated that she believes her mother is still thankful, even in heaven, for Nintendo's divine customer service. Hopefully, she's still playing Tetris too. Aw.
When was this
Yeah.
written? The
Well, it's kind of
25th.
sad, but Tetris is probably the thing that helped her keep all of her mental faculties, because it's been shown that if doing puzzles and stuff helps you keep all that shit.
Yeah. Causes, new connections to be formed in the brain to replace ones that have failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, though, this is the kind of customer service that I like to see.
Yes.
And just imagine that, like this at this point, like that's a collector's item. Like to find an original Game Boy still factory sealed.
Yes. That's worth a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, but it was worth a lot more to that grandma.
Yes, it was. And it was worth a lot more to that entire family.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
I
I
think
know
that's a
that...
fantastic endpoint.
I know I've had instances where I've been like, hey, so I called up a company or sent an email saying, hey, so I have this issue. Is there any chance I can get a replacement part? And if so, how much would it cost? And they asked what questions they had, and next thing I know, yeah, we shipped it out to you. Oh shit, cool. This is like well beyond that. Like I feel grateful when shit like that happens, but this is well beyond.
Like
Yeah.
it's stuff like this. Nintendo remains relevant even now.
Yeah.
Like, not just like the customer service, but just like their dedication. When everybody else is like focusing on like major hardware and graphics, Nintendo's main focus is still like, let's just make games that are fun to play.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of the industry has forgotten that,
Well,
unfortunately.
and they do also try certain things. Like they'll try new technologies, like the Wii, the the Joy-Con and the whatever. That was new technology that they were trying. They're not afraid to innovate, but they're also making sure that they're trying to make good games.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
first party games.
Yeah. Like Super Mario Odyssey. Fucking great game. I had a fucking blast. I completed it 100% because it's just a fun game to play. Like a lot of their original IPs are fantastic. And I mean, look at the Switch. It's both a console and a handheld. Are you fucking kidding me?
Like it's something that you sit there and you look at and you're like, well, it's fine for a console, but for a handheld, it's fantastic. And it's basically a console you can take with you with a built-in screen.
Yeah, no, it's been great because sometimes I gotta take a nasty shit. I don't eat well, so I'll just pull it out, take it to the bathroom with me, and just fucking play for a bit. And then I come back. Now it's back on my TV.
It's proven itself because it is massively outsold both the Xbox One and the PS4 at this point.
Yeah. Oh, and it comes with like there's a little flip out flap on the back so you can prop it up, and you can use the Joy-Cons as just regular controllers. You just have a tiny screen in front of you. Like they set it up so you can take it anywhere and you can play the games just how you would on the TV. But yeah.
It's a
It's
good
fantastic.
thing.
I don't think we really have any much else to contribute here.
I mean, it's Nintendo.
Not for
Good
Nintendo.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know Nintendo's good.
Yeah.
Like I have issues with certain things they've done in the past, but they somehow Nintendo stays in the good graces of the public eye, even when they have screw ups or they do stuff that's kind of fucked up or potentially fucked up or anything like that. They still stay in the good graces of the public eye.
Yeah, like in order to stream any of their games, you have to be approved by the company to do that.
I think they're doing away with that, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
They've gotten more lenient about it, but they're not doing away with it.
They're
Alright.
not quite as heavy-handed about it as they used to be.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's still not as good as we'd like. And there are certain design decisions with the with the. Oh shit! I suddenly can't remember its name. The Switch.
Yeah.
But like,
what design issues are you talking about?
it had to do with like online play.
Oh, yeah. No, their online is garbage. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, Battery
Xbox is
Life's
still
great.
kind of the king of the online when it comes to the console market still.
Yeah, PlayStation.
I
It was free, and that's the selling point. And then it stopped being free, and it's still kind of just the same as it was. Xbox has always been very secure and these other things, but it's been like the best of the online play for console. PC
Yeah.
Master Race, but fuck you.
Yeah. That's fine. I wasn't able to have a PC, so I got a PS3. Met some great friends playing Grand Theft Auto. Good times.
Yeah, I played Destiny 2 on Xbox before it got onto PC. And I had plenty of people who I was friends with and played on that all the time. I don't really talk to them anymore, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
it's kind of not at all surprising.
I got an Xbox 360 pretty much right before Halo 3 dropped.
Nice.
So I was kind of in the golden age of like the Xbox online gaming there for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was definitely the golden age. Yeah, Halo 2, Halo 3, those are fantastic fucking games.
God damn, I miss the fucking Halo community of old. I had such good times.
Oh well, with the reboot on PC, it's kind of come back.
Like,
you'd be surprised.
I'm so cautious at the moment. Like, I hope desperately that Halo Infinite is an actual Halo game. I would fucking kill for an actual Halo game at this point. Because Halo 4 was just like, and Halo 5 I didn't even buy. It's the first Halo game that I've just outright refused to purchase.
Halo 5, yeah.
Yeah, I played it. It's just a straight. It's a run through. It's for speed runs. Anyways, with that, it's 6 o'clock. You know what that means. It is time for the late night Saints. We're gonna go over and raid that shit. Everybody have fun. Thank you, Mickey, for all the gifted subs and subbing yourself. Yeah. Everybody, have a good night.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Everyone enjoy yourself.
I love you.